just noticed that I don't actually have my wedding rings on right now. It's been a really long time since I've been out in public. So I will share with you right now that I solemnly swear that the story I'm about to tell is true, and I also actually am married to this person. My husband and I celebrated our 12-year wedding anniversary just about 2 weeks ago. That means that we have been looking at each other's faces when we wake up for over 2 decades, which is amazing, really. That neither one of us have wound up on a Dateline episode yet is just shocking. As you think about the amount of warm, moist carbon dioxide of that other person wafting at your face for years and years and years. Sometimes, when you're younger, people think about how they're going to get engaged. That engagement story is something that a lot of people fantasize about. They might look at wedding magazines, they might think about what their dress will look like. That was never me. I was never that person who was thinking about, any of those different pieces. I viewed my marriage and my wedding to be a transactional exchange. We're together, we like each other, let's make this official, get on each other's insurance, and just be together until eventually we just hang it on each other's couches every day, looking at each other's faces. And that's pretty much what's happening now. That said, at around 7 years, we decided, it's time to think about getting engaged and to have that conversation. A lot of Facebook friends were going from single to in a relationship to maybe it's complicated, then it's engaged and marriage, right? So it was at that stage that we were in. We went ring shopping. I allowed for him, let me rephrase that, I gave him the authority to choose the ring, but I did give him an idea of style. I remember that it was really, those July days that are like super duper steamy, everything starts to be a little bit glistening. Those are the days that this was happening. So I don't remember exactly, but I know that it was toasty. And then he planned the weekend. You know the weekend, right? Where you're going away, I don't know where we're going. There was a joint massage involved, which is kind of awkward, and there were definitely farts. But I was so ready, right? It's like, we are going to get engaged. I even maybe told people, even though I wasn't really supposed to, but I shared with my friends. Wonderful weekend, super romantic. He did not propose. And so I got home, and I was pissed. We got into one of the worst fights that we've ever had because of that buildup. The following week, I was homesick. You know those headaches that make you into an ogre person, just sort of hunched and unfortunate? I was that person, and let me explain to you how I looked. I was unfortunate. People would have come into the room and just gone, if they had seen what I looked like. This hair normally does not look. This is me trying. Normally, pretty much every day, if I stand on a sidewalk for too long, someone will offer me change. So I had that happening, definitely no bra. So that's protection for me, but it's also protection for you. And I also had these pants, we refer to them as pigs and moon pants because they had pigs and moons. And they were slippery silk, which is not really helpful for anything, with a massive stain that I don't know why, but it was always crunchy. I was sitting on a chair, I heard the door, he opened it, and I swiveled. He was wearing a suit and had flowers, and I heard my voice be the voice kind of like The Exorcist as I said to him, "What are you doing home? Don't you know I have a headache?" And in that span of time, I noticed him get on his knee. He was crying, I think maybe out of fear. I started to cry, and we got engaged. And so I nailed being a raging bitch on the day we got engaged. Addendum. He had ordered the ring. He was told that the ring would be available on the weekend that we were going to get engaged, and the jeweler shared with him on that day that it was not available.